Hi, my name is Andrew.
My name is Jimmy.
And welcome back to Tea Party Productions. So again, we like to, well not again, well actually again, yeah. We like to apologize for the long ass time we haven't been uploading anything. And that's mainly because of, schoolwork.
Pretty much extracurriculars.
Yeah, those kind of stuff. And we haven't really been having time to just sit down and get together and film. But we have actually been planning something else for you guys, and that hopefully we'll be getting to you guys soon.
So yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but today we're going to be addressing a news topic on
Taiwanese K-pop star having to apologize in front on a camera because that she waved the Taiwanese flag on a TV show.
Yeah, this actually happened like a couple of months ago, but we're going to be addressing this topic today because I haven't heard about it, he hasn't heard about it, and we feel like the title of the news article is quite shocking.
Yeah.
So...
Well, pretty much because since both of us are influenced by Taiwanese and Chinese culture, so through social media I kind of get to know the situation for a bit, but I'm not really enriched with the details yet. So today we're gonna watch this video and to see what's actually going on behind this story. Yeah,
so without further ado, let's get started.
So before we actually start watching the video, we apologize for not putting the clip on our video since it's copyrighted by JYP, which is the business that owns the video. So, well, do you want to get started?
Yeah, why don't we start looking at this ridiculous... Oh, it's in Mandarin.
Yeah.
So upsetting.
Dude, we didn't get started with that.
Like, she even had to bow. Or to pick up the paper. What? So much bullshit in one clip. What is it, North Korea or something?
Well, she is in Korea, actually.
Right.
But I don't know.
North Korea. Shanghai is small. Such bullshit.
Well, I don't think she has to apologize for what she's done. Yeah.
Seriously?
Like, well, people are saying that. Well, some people are saying that she's been forced to do this whole video, and people are accusing the owner of the company to saying that he's child abusing her.
Yeah, I find this. I mean, this is like the first time I've ever seen or actually known about the story, and I don't really need to know the story to actually understand what it meant when she said her speech, which I felt like she didn't need to say, right? Like as you just mentioned. Yeah. Okay. Like this is our personal opinion, of course. And before we hurt anyone's feelings, and I don't want to get too touchy on the subject because this is really sensitive.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, since Taiwan is adopting a different government system than China, like democratic communism. Two different things, two different cultures. Well, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
The way we speak is different, like the Korean, the accent.
The accent.
So I really don't like. You need to respect other people's opinion, right? If she feels like Taiwan is an independent,
Well, she's not saying that she's not saying that Taiwan is independent, but her action of waving the Taiwanese flag on TV kind of angered the whole, online people in China and Taiwan.
Right.
And then they just pretty much got into a fight, which kind of got pretty big, and she has to do this in order to solve. I don't think that's a good good way of solving this kind of problem, since Taiwan and China has been a huge it's a really controversial topic in a way.
Yeah.
And having this video wouldn't actually change that much. So
yeah. First of all, this girl is 16.
Yeah.
Okay, she's our age.
She's our age.
Okay, like if I were to stand in front of like the whole nation, like I don't think like, first of all, in the Western point of view, like since we were raised kind of here, like this is pretty unacceptable. We were taught to be open-minded and
freedom of speech.
Right, like, and then when you see this kind of stuff, and I understand this is two different cultures we're talking about.
Yeah.
But to be honest, like if you watch the video yourself, and we'll probably put links below for the video. It's just a white wall with like a girl with no smile and just talking about like how upset she is and like admitting her fault, which I don't see why she did.
And like I can kind of see that she's forced in a way too, since she's reading off the paper.
Right, she didn't like we memorized our shit like right now.
Well, do we?
We did. Yeah. But yeah, she had to like. I thought she was bowing. Was she bowing? Like
she's bowing. Yeah.
And then she took the paper up and she started reading. Like,
this is just unacceptable in a way.
Yeah, I mean, okay. First of all, I mean, older generations, like my grandfather, maybe like a more traditional Chinese man, would probably consider that Taiwan is still with China. In my perspective, it's not. I'm not sure yours.
Well, I think it is independent in a way, since I was born in Taiwan and I went to China before, and it's like a totally diverse kind of like culture.
Right.
Like in China, it's always it's always fast paced, and in Taiwan, like it's also fast paced, but compared to China's speed, Taiwan's so much slower in a way.
Yeah.
And the people there compared to here, the qualities are different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Personal experience, and I'm not saying like I'm a big thing, and I had criticism from everyone around the nation, but like when you get criticism from social media, the pressure is really big, and especially not only it's on you, it's also on your team members, right? She's in a K-pop group called Twice.
Twice, yeah.
Right, and all her members are enduring the same crap that she's enduring, and plus she's getting pressure from probably her manager or whatnot.
Yeah.
And like with all these things happening on, like it's really difficult when you're just a 16-year-old. And,
obviously.
And I don't think she deserves to be treated this way.
Mm-hmm. Well, what she wants to express is her own idea, I guess. Well, if you want to criticize it, then sure, go ahead. But that's not gonna change the truth that she's a Taiwanese. In the end,
and technically it's not even her fault almost, because when you're there filming the video, you're only in charge of kind of singing, kind of dancing, but then the presentation is actually dependent on a different crew, and the crew actually gives you the props. The crew actually decides how you're going to be presented, right?
Yeah.
And it might not even be her in the it was just like she's the one that was supposed to do it, and she didn't actually mean to do it. So
she doesn't have to apologize for her being Taiwanese.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And I think people, I'm not sure if people defended her.
Well, there is a lot of people that's defending her.
Mm-hmm.
And the new Taiwanese president took notice in this situation too, and saying that she's gonna promise that Taiwanese doesn't have to apologize for being themselves in the international. If you're talking about international scale,
Right, and I mean, Twice isn't really a big group yet. I haven't heard of them, and I'm pretty close with K-pop.
They're relatively new, I guess. And because of this news, the whole band, or the existence of the band just started to appear.
Right.
Because before this whole situation, I didn't even know who she is. I just noticed that, she's 16-year-old and she's doing K-pop.
Which is pretty amazing. Like, you make me seen, you better, like, cover your ears.
What?
Anyways.
So, how do you want to summarize this?
I think I've already expressed all the negative things. I mean, I already flushed all the negative negativity out of my system. I just want to express how upset I am to hear such. Is this considered racist or racial?
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah,
it's not racist,
yeah, it's kind of like
discrimination.
But, yeah, it's it's just.
It's just what?
I find it just, well, other than ridiculous, I think it's just almost unacceptable in the Western
society.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm not saying like,
there are still many Chinese people here thinking that Taiwan is a part of China, but yeah, pretty much I can't really say anything about it because I'm just one guy who's Taiwanese and not being like I pretty much can't do anything other than not. Well, I try to express myself, like my own identity sometimes, but I try to avoid, having to express it all the time, since I know that I might receive the same criticism as what you have. But I have the courage to, be who I am, but I can't. I try to avoid it almost at the time.
Yeah, I think everyone should be able to express their own opinion as long as it's not hate speech. All she did was wave a Taiwanese flag.
Yeah. Well, isn't that a sign of friendliness too, in a way?
Yeah. So, anyways, that was. Yeah,
that was actually
I'm in awe. I'm like, this happened, and people are like.
I don't know,
educated people are doing this.
And I feel like the Taiwanese news media makes such a big news out of the big deal out of this whole entire situation.
Yeah, they make small things into freaking world-ending
but material. I guess they have the reason.
Yeah, I mean, it got out of hand.
Yeah. Anyways,
that's the end of this video, and we'll try to get the new video out as soon as possible.
The next one's about relationship.
Yeah. We were.
Well,
I'm not gonna say anything because.
Spoiler.
You guys will see what's gonna be going on there. So thank you so much for tuning in again.
Yeah.
I'll try to be consistent.
Yeah.
Try really hard.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you next time and stay classy.
Till next time.